Turn to page 80. You receive a bill in the mail from a vendor. How do you handle the bill in QuickBooks? There are two methods. Let's call method 1 Tracking Accounts Payable. Here's how this method works. Each day you receive a stack of mail. In that big stack of envelopes and letters is some good stuff, like checks from your customers, and some even better stuff, like brochures from Intuit and Real World Training. But there are also bills from your vendors, bills you need to pay soon. You open the envelope and put the bills in a stack. Then you enter each bill into QuickBooks. You try to do this every day. Then, once or twice a week, you run a report that shows all unpaid bills. You, or the boss, use a pencil to mark which bills to pay. Then you sit down with that report and pay the bills. The method just described, the accounts payable method, is a two-step process in QuickBooks. Step 1, enter bills. Step 2, pay bills. Now method number 2, which we call the open drawer method. Here's how this works. In your mail, you still get bills from vendors. You open the envelope and remove the bill. This time, you don't enter the bill into QuickBooks. Instead, you open the desk drawer labeled Unpaid Bills and put the bill in the drawer. Then, once or twice a week, you open the drawer, grab the unpaid bills, sit down with QuickBooks, and write a check for each bill. This is a one-step process in QuickBooks. Step 1, you write the check. Which method is right for you? Many users choose method number 2, the open drawer method, because it's easier and they believe a more efficient approach. That's okay, it does work. However, there are important reasons why Real World Training recommends method number 1, tracking accounts payable. 1. You always know exactly how much you owe vendors. You run reports that show each unpaid bill and when it's due. This helps you manage cash flow. 2. This method produces more accurate financial statements. You enter expenses when they happen rather than when you pay for them. For instance, if you receive a bill in April and pay the bill in May, the expense still shows on the profit and loss statement in April. This is right because the bill is an April expense. The third advantage, QuickBooks warns you if you've already entered the same bill number for a vendor. You don't want to pay for the same thing twice. One last point. If you use the Enter Bills window to record the bill, do not use the Write Checks window to pay that same bill. QuickBooks does not apply the check against the bill. In the next few topics, you learn method number 1, entering and paying bills, and then printing checks. Later, you learn method number 2, writing checks. Visit www.quickbookstraining.com for more tips and to learn about our QuickBooks classes.